Welcome to Drawing Isometric Circles. In this video, you're going to learn how to draw an isometric circle on the three different faces of an isometric drawing: on top, on the left, and on the right hand face. You will notice a blue screen pop up in between the different sections. Please pause the video at this time and practice what you've just been shown. When drawing isometric circles, we need to realize that they are not circles, they're actually ellipses. And the only problem that we really have with drawing ellipses on a CAD program is that we don't know what angle to draw the ellipse at. For that, we need to draw some guidelines. Now, I've gone ahead and made the final example of what you're going to be drawing. And you'll notice that these circles are elliptical, and they fit into this isometric cube perfectly. You'll notice that there's a top circle, a left-hand circle, and a right-hand circle. Depending on what you are drawing or what you need for the drawing that you make, you may only do one side of the cube because you only need a left-hand circle, right-hand circle, or maybe a top circle. Alright, let's get going and see how to draw this. In learning how to draw isometric circles, we need to first make ourselves an isometric cube. For our purposes, we want a cube where each side is 100 millimeters long. I've gone ahead and drawn this already. Now, when we make isometric circles, they're not really circles, they're actually ellipses. Now, the problem is we don't know how to draw the ellipse, what angle to draw the ellipse at. So we need to put down some temporary guidelines that will help us draw our isometric circles. Okay, pick a different layer color. I'm picking red because I like red. You can pick whatever color you like. Select your line tool, select snap to end, and select the top corner. Now select midpoint, and on the opposite side select that line. Repeat the process again, this time going the other way. And you'll notice we've created an upside down V. And actually in total on this cube we're going to create 6 V's to help guide us through drawing our isometric circles. So let's continue with the top, but this time I'm going down to this middle corner and going to its opposite side, middle corner, going to its opposite side. Now the temporary lines for the top are finished. We need now to do temporary lines for the left side and for the right hand side. Let's go through and do that. And finally the right hand side. And you'll notice, especially when I go do the next set of V's, watch what I do when I go snap to midpoint. When I go snap to midpoint, I'm not clicking here where the other line is, because if I accidentally catch that red line, then this is going to snap way over here. I make sure that I'm off a little bit and I'm on the white line so I know for sure that it's snapped to the line that I want. If you don't do that, it could cause you grief later on. Alright, there we have our temporary lines drawn, and we can use these now to draw our isometric circles. Now that we have the temporary lines drawn, we can use these to draw the 4 arcs that are going to make up our isometric circle. To do that, we use one of the 3 arc tools that are at the top of your screen. We actually need to use the first one. I want you to notice green dot, yellow dot, red dot. That's the order in which you select your points. Select the center of the arc first, one end of our arc, and then moving in a counterclockwise direction, we select the last point of our arc. So let's do our first arc. Select our arc tool, go snap to end, and notice I'm on the red line because I'm using all the red lines for my snap to ends. I go snap to end down here. Notice again I'm not at the end of the line, I'm back a little, and then go over to this one here. Oh, it messed up. For some reason it caught the wrong line. No big deal. All you need to do is go undo, and let's try this over again. It happens once in a while, and it's no big deal at all. There we go. We have the first part of our ellipse or our isometric circle. Let's go draw the top arc now. Again, snap to end, snap to end, snap to end. That's worked out perfect. We have two of them. Now we need to draw this arc over here and this arc over here. The process is exactly the same except for where our center point of our arc is. It's where these two lines cross. So we need to use the snap to intersection tool. And notice I do not just click right here. I actually select the lines that cross, and it automatically snaps to where those two lines cross. Okay, snap to end, snap to end, and repeat the process for the other end. Snap to end, snap to end. We now have this isometric circle completed. Now that you've drawn your first isometric circle on the top of your cube, let's draw the isometric circles on the left and on the right hand side of our cube. So let's go through and do that. There we go. We now have all three isometric circles drawn. Now when you actually go do a drawing, which will be your next assignment after this one, is you'll notice that you may only have an isometric circle that's on the left side or the right side or the top side. You don't need to draw the whole cube. If you have an isometric circle that's on top, just draw these four lines to do the top one. If you have an isometric circle that's on the left, just draw these four lines and make your left hand one. The isometric circle on the right, just draw these four lines and do your one on the right. And hopefully you've also noticed that the length of the line equals the diameter of the circle. So if I wanted to draw a circle that had a diameter of 200 millimeters, each one of these lines would be 200 milliliters long. Alright, good luck.